All right, perfect. Okay. Those are just joining us. Welcome. Don't know why. Okay, I'm live. Okay, perfect. We'll go through a quick update on the markets. We've got a little bit of news coming out about 1:30 UK time. A bit of US labour market there, continuous jobless claims. So there's going to be a few opportunities that we can capitalise on, hopefully. Yesterday was a good day. Okay, live stream went well. Capitalised on some gold trades, on some FX trades, on some crypto trades. Okay, so this is where we can go into the update, right? Let me get this out. So let me just touch base as to where we left off yesterday. 4 hour. Oh, bear with me. Let me just get this link out. Beautiful. Okay. We can get that out. Okay, perfect. So yesterday, we were in short. Okay, we were kind of looking for a move a bit further down. The sellers just failed to strengthen. Okay, just very, very, very weak sell side. Again, this is a level that we mentioned on the live stream yesterday. 26,600 was our target to go short on Bitcoin, and yeah, it came perfectly to the level. So previous structure here, resistance broke out, retested our support, and it did the same thing again. Okay, before making that push up higher, we actually got a double bottom forming here, and then things just pushed in. You got that increase in buy side just here on that secondary test. So we got 1, 2, and then we got that breakout structure here, retest that support, and then we just continue moving up. Okay, so buyers are taking control, as you can clearly see. The way that we're kind of wanting to play this, right? So let me get rid of this. So we got this trend line forming. So ideally, we get a move down here, hold, and then start to accumulate to push back up towards this zone and potentially actually break through it. Now again, we got jobless claims coming in today, so it's kind of going to be determined off that. Your voice is too low. Please talk a little loud. Okay, bear with me. Let me get it sorted. Does this make it a little bit better? Let me know. Otherwise, I'll have to change the settings. So yeah, look for a test down here. Okay, push down, and then a potential continuation back up. Now it could go either way. It could actually break that trend line and come back down. On the high time frame, we're kind of moving within a range, right? So as you can see here, so this is the top of the range. It's already kind of tested. Not got a whole load of sell side coming in, so kind of indicating that we could actually make a little bit of a deeper push or potentially actually break through, push towards 28k. Okay, but this is a trend that we're looking at on the lower time frame. Okay, so I'm talking the 15-minute. We can even go a bit lower. We can go on the 1 minute. We've got, I mean, it's just broken out. Just here, right? So that was your trend line. Okay, we've just breached it. So what we're looking at is a move to come down towards here, this trend line, and then make a move back up. Set our stop loss just beneath. Now, I mean, if we make that push back into that zone, if the bulls start to strengthen quite nicely, we should see a nice deep move into this zone. So that's what we're kind of looking at for now. We're just going to be patient, wait for that reaction from that zone there. Got that previous structure just here, which hasn't been tested. Got a little bit of a top on the lower time frame forming at this level of resistance. So hopefully we can hold here. Okay, see a nice wick on the bottom, start building up on some positive structure, and then we can make a move much higher. probably be looking for hopefully 28k to that next zone. Got previous structure as well, where we got that double top just post CPI. Um, but we'll cash out just before. There's a little bit of structure just here, so um, it's going to potentially start to slow down, roughly about 28k. It's a nice round number. We'll cash out 2.52%. Nice move. It's going to give us a nice risk to reward ratio as well if everything plays out how we're mentioning it now. Your dollar index it's got to play ball with us, okay, for that move to play out. Now we are coming up to that level of resistance. Previous structure here tapped once. Okay, so we could get another tap here. We're not too far off. So what we want to see is a move up to this level, start building up on the top, and then hopefully continue. Jobless claims come in weaker, making this move come down to this previous structure here, which should give that nice spark to crypto bulls. Okay. Let me touch on gold. So we sent out a few posts last night. Obviously, those that are with us, you would have seen it. Let me go down to the lower time frame. So we're at this key level of support, right? And what we are looking for is, sorry, bear with me. Is this retest? So we were here last night. We sent out the post. What we're looking for is a retest of this support zone, and then start to build up on some structures for potential rebound. Okay, we have got that. It's pushed a little bit lower. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of buy side. It's nothing crazy. So the chances of it continuing to come down still there. So we're still waiting for a little bit of structure to play out here. What we are kind of looking for is hopefully a higher low, so prices come down, don't quite come as low as this point here, and start to rebound. Okay, to make a push back up into this area here. We got a little bit of a potential zone being built, so that's kind of what we're looking for. So for now, yeah, we're just waiting. I mean, there's quite a lot of scalping opportunities on the markets today. So it could take a small short, sorry, down to this structure here, and then potentially have a look at a rebound forming. But yeah, let me have a little look. So we could actually get in on a short here. It's already breaking through. Potential short. Just we're getting declining volume right on this rebound, so we're actually weakening. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep an eye. It's currently holding. Now, oil did try and catch something today. It did end up hitting. I'll take profit, but it just rebounded a bit too hard on this wick here, so it stopped us out. Rebounded. Okay, it does look like we're making another push back up. Just have a little look here. So we broke out a structure heavily, right? So we're at new structure now. It actually came back, retested that trend line, and then saw that huge spark up. We're at resistance, or just below resistance. Seeing some nice buy side. Little bit of room to come back down towards that level there. Ideally, we want to test. Now it did kind of test this wick here. Okay, it's not perfect. It's just here, and now we're seeing that buy side coming in. So we could get, if we break through this level, move a bit deeper into that area there. So we potentially got a long position forming. Just set it beneath there. Could have a nice move, but the main point is breaking out structure. So let's see. Serge, how you doing, my man? Welcome back, by the way. Glad to see you back. after yesterday's successful trading day. We've got a little bit of structure to play to. I'll dive into the FX space. Um, Treated us nicely yesterday, so let's see what we can get. There's some nice things are structuring up and building up on some structure that we can potentially capitalize on today. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Those that are following us, thank you for the follows. Thank you for the likes on the stream as well. Very much appreciated. Let's see what we can get here today. Okay. I potentially got a long here. A little bit of a spark. Right, we're gonna take a long here on oil. Just gonna have it set out just like that. Let's see what we can get. I'm gonna have a little look at gold in just a second. See if we can also make a move. Okay, so we're gonna. $73.36 as the take profit. Okay, beautiful. Let me just get it out to the group. Uh, 72.22. Alright, let's see what we can get today. This is a nice level. Alright, we're coming into profit now on oil. Have a little look. See if we can get a nice break. Oh, here goes gold. Alright, we're gonna take a short here on gold as well. See what we can get. 79.7. Just gonna set it above that wick. See whether we can come down. Alright, oil's coming in nicely. Nicely, nicely, nicely done. Just want to get this on. Come on. Um, 1977.73. 19. Let's go 1975. Yeah. Coming into profit. See if we can continue pushing down. Looking good so far. Now we could come back, test this area here. Kind of, we got that test there on that candle. We just want it to come retest. Maybe hold that 200 and just come down. We're looking good. There's a nice test there. Guys, just joining us. Welcome, by the way, guys. Welcome back. Currently in on a short on gold. Currently in on a long on oil. Now we're coming into nice profit on oil. Just need it to continue pushing. Now what's happened? I mean, we can still pull back and test this area as support. We have broken through, so we could get that play out. So just gotta be patient, but I things are looking good. Got a nice rebound from that level, right? And got a nice reaction. So see what we can get. Ba-da-ba-ba. Come and retest this area again. See if we can hold it. Slowly but surely. By the way, guys, those that are new to the channel, feel free to message us in the chat sections. Anything that you want us to go over, feel free, pop it in the chat. We'll take a look at it. But yeah, we'll be here until Jobless Games comes out. So, be here for another couple of hours. See what we can capitalize on. So far, so good. A lot of price action happened about 5 in the morning, so we weren't really awake for it. Like this move here, right? Um, nice move on gold back into support. Nice rebound. Just declining volume, as you can see on this rebound here, so signs of weakness. Hence why we're taking that short, playing it around this level here, and just cash out. We are potentially looking at a bottom, maybe kind of filling in here, and then seeing a rebound. So we'll see how things kind of react and what structure kind of gets presented. But yeah, ideally what we want is price to not come beneath this point here. Build on the bottom, and then we can play it back to the top. But for now, there's still a decent amount of room to go down, so hopefully we can make that move. In terms of oil, space to move out, move up higher, broken through kind of long-term structure or higher time frame structure, as you can see here. So the bulls are looking pretty strong here. Just need some of that volume. But yeah, hopefully we can come in and tap this area of resistance a little bit better, just because we found sensitivity just beneath. These sellers didn't really majorly strengthen here. So let's see. Might be the case that we just make a move back down, but Crypto Banter, hello. Looking good so far, guys. Got gold coming down nicely now. Right, I'm going to move my stop loss on gold to break even. Nicely risk free now. Here we go. Okay. Yeah, we're looking good. A little bit of structure here, so we could find a little bit of support. Thank you for the likes on the stream. Hello, how are you? I'm good, mate. How are you? Where are you from? UK, West Midlands. Serge, you made your way back here. Hello, my man. Nice trades this morning. This afternoon now. So let's see what we can get. Ooh. Okay, I'm closing out. Too much of a rebound there. Let's wait up. Well, I'm going to move my stop loss to 1976.5. 1976.5. Okay. Strategy. So smart money concept. So yeah, support and resistance, supply and demand, order blocks. We do use indicators. So you got your volume, as well as your moving averages. But that's about it. It's mainly price action, as you have mentioned. But yeah, we use our moving averages and volume. Okay, to go hand in hand. Right, I'm gonna take my profit here on gold, closing out. Alright, beautiful, nice trade. 130 pips. Can't go wrong with that, can we? Nicely done already, guys. Nicely done already. Okay, with oil, think we're gonna play a little bit more patiently. We can see if we can hold this area here. Closed. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can hold this area of support. Let me have a little look at crypto now. Do, do. Okay, so got a little bit of a just got some nice structure actually being built here on crypto. Yeah, mate, I told you I enjoyed your live the other day, so yeah, I'll be following you all the time. You host, I subscribe. Thank you very much, my man. And I'm glad that you enjoyed the live streams. Yeah, they've been going well, so yeah. So we just want this level to continue to hold. If we manage to do so, we should see a nice move. We are holding nicely. Sellers are still continuing to fail to come in. Which is exactly what we want to see. Kind of came back up, tested here. So we'll see how things kind of react. We've got a little bit more downside to come. Got this trend line that can potentially hold. So, yeah. What should be the minimum account balance for earning around $500 a month? I think the best way for you to kind of attack it is go through a prop trading firm, mate. That's going to enable you to get access to larger funds, a larger account to make money off. Um, but yeah, $500 a month if you're just trading crypto on crypto exchanges. You're gonna need a decent amount of money, especially if you're keeping your risk to an absolute minimum. But probably like 10 to 20k. Okay, we're holding that level of support, which is nice. Full time trader, my man. Full time trader. Now, I mean, we're kind of holding. Seen some nice structures, a little bit of south side. Come on, get out of my way. We're holding on to structure, which is nice. Scout something else. I didn't mind a potential Litecoin move. Now we did send out a short on Matic last night, which came in. Tapped just there, 97.5 was our target. Came all the way down. Ocean tends to move quite nicely as well. Holding. Got compression. Very weak sell side as well. Could make that break. Next area. Got a little bit of 4-hour structure just here. Do you think I could quit my regular job and become a full-time trader? I mean, it's my hobby and I love it. And my job doesn't even pay that much at all. So in terms of taking that step to become a full-time trader, I think the best way to do it really is still have your part-time job, because that's going to be a regular income coming in, right? And depends whether you're consistent in making a profit as a trader, right? So you just need to be consistent before you take that step. I mean, you need to be very confident in yourself, because as soon as you take that stream of income or consistent guaranteed income from your full-time job, it puts pressure on your trades. because that's essentially going to be the money that you're living off, that you're paying your expenses and everything else off. So um, you need to be very much consistent. I have been consistent in making money in trading for a decent period of time before you take that step. Because when you take that step, then okay, you have a track record, you have the consistent gains, so you're not feeling that much as much pressure as if you just took the step and you're making some profit here, you're making some profit here, but you're still kind of very much on that learning curve, and you still got a lot more to go. So um, yeah, you gotta take it step by step. Don't quit your daytime job to do full time trading, and then you're still learning on how to trade, how what's your strategy, but everything like that. Because as soon as you take that full time um, pay out of the game, you're putting yourself under a lot of pressure. That's when you're going to potentially make very stupid decisions in trading and just end up losing your account. And then essentially you're just going to put yourself off trading, right? So you're going to take that step, okay? It didn't work out, and then what? You're going to go back to your job, right? Because the money isn't coming in to pay the bills. So you got to take it step by step. You got to make sure that you're very much consistent in trading. Essentially, you want to be making your own decisions for yourself. Okay, so we make. Alright, we'll see whether we can hold. Bro, do you have any expert advisor develop of your trading strategy? What do you mean by that? Do you mean do I have? Um, yeah, I don't know what you mean. Let me know what you mean. Do you mean I have an indicator for my trading strategy, or do you mean um, teaching the trading strategy? See whether we can continue to hold. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna move my stop loss. I'm gonna bring it in. Okay, 72.45. Okay, beautiful. about an hour away from jobless claims. Things are going to start to switch up. Um, got dollar index. Okay, we're starting to build up on the top. Almost. It's kind of struggling. Yeah. Ideally, I want it to move to that area. Hold top. Start to topple over. Um, it's a nice trade on gold. That it's literally just come down to 1975. Yeah, no, I don't. I haven't had my work automated now. I know what you mean now. Right, I'm gonna close out my oil trade here. Not really liking that look of it. Okay, so we'll cash out break even, right? Yeah. We'll see if we can go a little bit lower. Go again a bit lower. Break even. Okay. 130 pips on gold so far. Not too bad. Let me have a little look at. See if we can dive into some FX. Get. Currently holding quite nicely. I wouldn't mind taking a long on Bitcoin. It would be quite nice. Right, I'm gonna take a long here on Bitcoin. BTC. Okay. I'm just gonna set this just yeah 27,200 exactly. 27,200. Okay. Take profit. Let's see if we can get to 28. Let me just get this out to the group here. Zero point 0.57. Euro USD, yeah, of course, can mate. Yeah, okay. There we go. Right at the top. Thank you for the likes on the stream as well. Very much appreciated. We got a few of you watching this, so. Let's see what we've got. Let me get all the structure off. Go on the high time frame. Alright, where are we at? So, got your resistance, you got your structure here. Got a little bit of structure just down here as well. It's looking pretty weak. It's coming off. Could come all the way down here. You're right, Casey. How you doing, my man? Welcome back. So in terms of Euro USD, right, we've got our wider range here. We've got a little bit of structure that it's coming up to right now. Could be the case that we get a little bit of a rebound. Okay, retest this area here and then come back down. That's the ideal entry. Okay, just like that. It could also rebound off here and make a bit of a deeper push. This is your area to hold, really. So it could. This is kind of your last point of resistance. If it pushes past here, I mean, we're going to push back towards this area. Ideally, we want it to stick to this, just this structure here. Previous support, new resistance to actually make that break. But yeah, setting up, we could potentially have a trade here. Let me have a little look at the kind of lower time frame, see what we got going on. Got a nice. I mean, we've had that test, so it's not actually too bad. Got a little bit of a top here, 1-2, back down. Might get a push up here, maybe come back down. Yeah, I'm just a bit wary of that 100 moving average, so I'm gonna hold off. But we are coming down quite nicely. I can't see the price level. What is the price on your support level? You should be able to see price. If you can't see price, that's not a good situation. Okay, so this support level here is 1.0775, 1.07463. Okay, you got a little bit of a little bit higher on that 100 moving average on the daily. Okay, so we'll see whether we can rebound off there. I mean, if you really want to take a really small, quick short, could potentially get something like this play out. It's just not really ideal risk to reward on it. But yeah, ideally, I want to see price come down, test, push back up, retest as resistance, and then make that much larger move to the downside. So yeah, patient for now, patience. Let's have a little look at what's happening here. See if we can continue holding. this is going to come down a little bit lower. See where we can hold this area and then rebound. For now we hold. We have a little look at the dollar index. We'll continue to make that push up higher. Can everyone see the price level? Let me know in the comment if you can or can't, because if you can't see the price level, I need to change something up. I can check actually. Yeah, you should be able to see the price level. It might be the case that you're on a smaller screen. You can't see it that way. Yeah, you should be able to see the price level. Yeah, we're looking good. I'm thinking that we're going to make a nice push up higher on crypto. Bitcoin dominance is still down, building up on the top here as well. So could see some of these altcoins really push higher again. It's not looking too bad. Just not looking too bad. Thanks for your analysis. Yeah, anytime, mate. Feel free to ask any TA that you want. It looks good. You just got to be a little bit patient with it and let it play out. I mean, if you very much trade on the lower time frame and you're just kind of scalping small moves, then play it down to that 100 moving average, and then kind of play it back up to previous support, new resistance. But yeah, it doesn't look on a sure US dollar. Doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I want that slightly bigger move. So ideally, come down to this area, rebound, retest, and then really come down. Lower time frame kind of does look good though. Yeah, just be patient with it. It'll play out. It's not too bad of a trade to look for. But yeah, I've obviously managed to capitalize on gold. Okay, 130 pips, nice trade, quick move. Could maybe get a rebound now. Again, obviously those that are with us, we mentioned this yesterday. It did rebound, just a low volume rebound. Um, so sellers are looking to potentially take control. So hopefully we can hold, build up on a bottom, kind of smaller bottom here, and then push back up towards mid 1980s. I mean, we saw a nice rebound here. We're getting that rebound. So obviously we played this. I mean, it's come a bit lower now, hasn't it? We played it. Can't even remember. I think it was from this high here, something like that. 75. Yeah. Come back down. Yeah, right. We're going to look for a long position here. Well, that nice setting. Yeah, I'm going to take a long here on gold. Yeah, let it do its thing. See whether we can hold this area. It's come down tapped. Nice, 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 nice. Come on, Bitcoin, make a move. So in terms of gold, we've got some nice structure being formed here. Nice bottom here, or higher low. So should make a bit of a move back up. We'll see. Gonna get out at 1979, just at this top here. It could very much push a little bit higher. I'm just gonna scalp it. It's a scalping day today. Have a look at Pepe. I'll have a look at Pepe. I mean, it's all over the place, isn't it? Everyone's making uh, insane amount of moves. I presume it's all over and done with. I'm not. I don't really mess about with kind of altcoins like that. It's all pump and dump schemes. I've got no interest in any of that. Um, but yeah, I'll have a look in a second for you, my man. Come on then, let's see if we can get that break. Alright, about 45 minutes away from US jobless claims. So should start seeing a little bit of ramping up in markets. Hopefully we can get that nice push, break through this area here. Got a nice concentration of volume just here. So, let's see. sure got Pepe on here. Way at the bottom. The chart looks horrible, man. Yeah. This is what I mean. It's just a pump and dump. We retested our support here. Currently holding some structure. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's not even worth getting into it. Yeah. This is going to come all the way down. You'll see it come all the way down. It might push up. It might push up to this level here. What you will get is a bit more manipulation. Trapping in the retailers, okay, that missed out on this whole move. Okay, so now, okay, we're back at support. I'll start to accumulate, push up really high, and then before you know it, it'll be all the way back down here. So, yeah, I don't really mess about with that sort of stuff. It's all pump and dump schemes. It's all just overhype. Um, yeah, it's not worth it. Stay away from that sort of stuff. I'm already on Bitcoin. Gold, 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 gold. Alright, let's see if we can hold. Alright, it's coming down towards our stop loss here. See whether we can hold this structure. Alright, close out. Alright, we'll look for an entry down here now. I like the look of the ocean. Potential long. could still come down. Do you like it?
Interesting. Joe, we've got to leave it there. Thank you, sir. Joe Feldman there at Towsey Advisory Group on Walmart. Their stock is up by 1.8% after raising their outlook. The average ticket increased, transactions higher, raised their outlook. Everything okay on that front this morning. This is City's Andrew Hollenhorst, just publishing again this morning. Had this to say. He's building on this theme at the moment. The hike probability is rising as Q2 real GDP growth looks increasingly likely to come in stronger than Q1. I don't know how many of you saw this yesterday. I know a lot of people wrote into me to talk about it, but the Atlanta Fed GDP forecast, do you know what it is now? Just shy of 3%, 2.9% so far.
Well, the problem is that the response function to that, we don't have clarity on, right? We don't know how much this ends up in a sort of tail risk of a resurgence in inflation that then causes even higher
Could very well just
inflation
absolutely
numbers.
slam it to the downside on gold. It's moving much lower now.
You know, that would be against our positioning right now because we're not anticipating that. Nobody was just a month ago. It creates a real pain trade.
Let's see what claims bring in 35 minutes, then on to Chairman Powell on Friday, Tom. Yeah.
Could get short.
There is a belief they pause in June still. That was the belief in the immediate aftermath of the news conference with Chairman Powell only 4 weeks ago, or whatever it was. We had that conversation on this program that morning, Tom. But Tom, you asked the right question that morning. What kind of data would it take to reintroduce the prospect of a real move in June? Alicia Levine was great yesterday on this program from BNY Mellon. It feels like they're sort of pretending that they're open to going again in June, but ultimately, what if it is live?
Is this mod that I only like to trade one pair, or I should dive into more? If you're just starting off, just stick to one. That's the best thing you can do. Just really master trading one pair, and then once you get comfortable and you have a lot more experience, then you can go and try out different markets. But yeah, if you're just starting off and still kind of grasping, just stick to one. Um, yeah, a lot of people, a lot of successful traders just trade one pair. Like when I started off, all that I traded was oil. But yeah, just stick to one, mate.
Fast forward your practice goals. Commonwealth Financial Network can help you evolve your business by providing entrepreneurial capital, affiliation flexibility, and tailored business strategies. Everything you need to put your practice in the fast lane.
Got a
Welcome
little
to
bit of
the private
structure all the way
practice
across
success.
here.
Welcome to Commonwealth. To learn more, visit commonwealth.com. Commonwealth Financial Network, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
I mean, things are still looking very weak, aren't they? Very, very weak.
Hey, Dad, your
Let's
prescription
move
is
too
coming in
quick.
just a minute.
Yeah, gold is looking very, very weak. Now it's broken through this trend line, right? So that's kind of out of the picture. It's a heavy, heavy red candle. Play it all the way down to 1970, maybe. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go short. Play it to 1970. We're just gonna let this one run. Bitcoin's making a move. We're holding this level quite nicely and starting building up on structure. This really does look like we're going to make a very strong move to the upside. Yeah, crypto's going to make a move soon.
This chill, cool duck hanging out on the surface, furiously paddling underneath, and that's the equity volatility bid.
This is Bloomberg Surveillance with Tom Keene, Jonathan Farrow, and Lisa Abramowitz.
Good morning, everyone. Jonathan Farrow, Lisa Abramowitz, and Tom Keene on radio, on television. Amy was Silverman there, paddling the duck, and the duck this morning is a duck of optimism, John. Optimism in the air. That's the
An
message.
optimistic duck, is that what you want to say? That might be the message, but the market so far over the last month has been a bumpy road to absolutely nowhere. We talked about these numbers a few times, that on Tuesday we had the biggest one-day loss since May 4th, and then Wednesday we had the biggest one-day gain since May 5th, and here we are in the S&P still struggling
Yeah.
to break out of a range.
It's looking good. Really is.
We're going to look at jobless claims. 264 is the previous number. 251 is the estimate in our survey. Let's see if that comes back down. Certainly a theme over the last couple of days, pushing out the recession call. End of current, Reed Pickett here at Bloomberg did a wonderful job. Tom of really, really outlining the story at the moment, which was recession, 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 and then
Also, there's this gloom about what's going to happen. The world's going to come to an end. I think there's a consensus view that earnings for the first quarter, we're wrapping up retail now, and Walmart. Lisa, you mentioned, I'm sorry, Walmart is the right phrase, better than good?
It's better than expected, and they've got an upgrade to their forecast. But it's not just Walmart. It's Bed Bath and Beyond, which has been left for dead. They came out also
quite literally
literally left for dead. I mean, they were supposed to go bankrupt and then get sold off and liquidated. They beat expectations and upgraded their forecast. It's everyone. So at what point?
You win some, you lose some. Alright, let's go. We are building up on our structure. I do like the look of it.
Of the stimulus that was injected into the system during the pandemic.
What we get out of Ian later, John, summarize for me Lincoln. I mean, you guys are world famous, acclaimed, and all that.
Well, what I heard from him, Tom, to put it simply, is that he shares the idea of the IMF, which is that rates go back to pre-pandemic levels. And that's embedded in his call, that he thinks you get a steeper 5-year, 30-year. He wants to take out the effort of the Fed right now, which is why he wants to start with the 5-year and look for 5-year, 30-year steeper. Because he thinks ultimately, over that time horizon, 5 years out, rates are going to go back to where they were before.
Lisa, this is a hugely important theme, and that the Bloomberg Total Return Index, the aggregate index, negative 17%. We've never seen it in our lifetime, no question about that. And the adults like Lincoln aren't looking at 3 months paper, the kinks because of the debt ceiling or that. They are having the courage to look out and bet on duration, which means price up, yield down.
You asked a really good question earlier, Tom, which is, have we found?
Let's see if we can make that break.
What the new R-start is, where we've got this sort of optimal Fed funds rate, and we don't know, right? And this is really the big question mark, because we don't know if this economy is responding or slowing enough to a 5% Fed funds rate. What does that tell you about where that neutral rate really should be?
26 minutes away from claims. Is McKee with us today, or is he in transit somewhere?
McKee's with us,
He's
I
with
hear.
us?
Yeah.
Very good.
New York,
Two-year
Some
economy.
movement.
We're talking about 6% inflation. I mean, excuse me, 6% funds rate because the economy was. Remember the phrase "no landing"? We were back to no landing again. Yeah, and so we're kind of back to that mentality, but we still have this overhang coming, and that is, what about this bank walk? What about the turmoil in the banking system? What about when we get the debt ceiling resolved and $1 trillion of treasury bills are going to be issued that's going to suck reserves out of the system? Does that drag the economy down later this year? But not now. Right now, it has this feel of early March again.
But in my chart of the week, without question, is what John was talking about. You've got our retail sales going up, Walmart good, and the rest of it, the luxury that John talks about. And the actual inflation-adjusted retail sales are flat. But corporations think in the nominal space. Are you saying lighten up on the stock market?
No, I think what I was trying to say with the chart is that when people look at retail sales and they want to gauge the health of the consumer, on a unit basis or on an after inflation basis, they're not making any ground. They're buying the same things for the same price.
Yeah, but to our listeners and viewers, that says Jim Bianco says lighten up on stocks. Are you saying that?
I'm not necessarily saying that. I'm kind of, aggressively neutral on stocks right now. I think that they're going to trend sideways. My bigger theme for
this divorce lawyer said that. Continue, Lisa.
I was going to say my bigger theme on the stock market is I think we're going back to something like the 80s and 90s. We're
See whether we can hold.
rotational type of market. It isn't so much is the S&P going to go up? It's which sectors and which stocks are going to perform.
What does aggressively neutral mean? Seriously.
It means what you see the chart over the last year. If you look at a chart of the S&P over the last year, it's gone sideways. It's the same place it was in May of last year, last fall, and it's in January. It's at the same point that it was. And we just kind of meander sideways. It doesn't go up. It doesn't go down. Even yesterday's big rally took us to the highest levels we've seen in a week. And so we don't go anywhere. There's really no trend. That's what aggressively neutral means.
Does this account for recession, or is that basically increasingly not off the table, but looking less likely?
I don't think it's looking less likely. I think it's not evident now. Ask me in the fourth quarter, where are we with the banking situation? If the bank walk, let me define that. People are saying, I'm going to take my money out of a 1 basis point yielding chase account. I'm going to put it into a 4.8% yielding chase money market fund. And if hundreds of billions or another $1 trillion comes out of the banking system little by little by the fourth quarter, we could have a real credit crunch on our hands, and then we could be talking about a significant slowdown in the economy. We don't have that here in May. What we have is something that looks more like March. And I think a lot of people are trying to dismiss what's been happening with the banking situation and thinking it's not a big problem. I'm not there yet. I still think there's still chapters to be written in that story.
You've said that a few times about being back at early March. 2 years about, let's call it 90 basis points south of where we were in early March. As you indicated, Chairman Powell was opening the door at 50 basis point hikes, so we were talking about 6% Fed funds.
Right.
So how are you thinking about Fed funds now and the path for the Federal Reserve, given what you've just said?
Let me throw in another nuance on it. I think that inflation is going to bottom for the year within the next 60 days because there's a gigantic base effect coming with the inflation numbers. Last year, May was 0.9. Last year,
Come on.
inflation was 1.2. When we take those numbers out and replace them with about a 0.4, which is what we've been averaging, we should be in the low threes on the inflation numbers by July.
See if we can break to the downside.
Start drifting higher. So I think what Chairman Powell's going to look at is he's done. He is basically higher for longer. He's at 5%, and nothing short of a full-blown recession, I think, is going to get him to cut rates.
But do you think then we're going to slowly chip away at what's priced in this market, or do we do that all at once? How do you foresee that gets priced back out?
I think we're going to slowly chip away. I think we're going to find that the majority of job creation in this country is companies of less than 5.
Alright, we're 20 minutes away from jobless claims.
On small and medium banks. Those small and medium banks are prepared in any way to give them financial services or loans. That is going to be the chipping away at what we're going to see with the economy as it slows. And they're going to be impaired because their deposit base, they're unsure about it. It leaves, it's going to money market funds. They're not quite sure what their lending capacity will be or the profitability.
This is what Oxford Economics had to say as well. They agreed with you, and they said that they think that the banking turmoil begins
getting a little bit of movement just ahead of this news.
He's the single most important economist of the modern age. He wanted us to be rational. Out of the pandemic, are we rational in our expectations, or are we just making it up as we go? To me, there's very little theory going on here.
No, I think we are very rational. I think what we're doing with the banks is very rational. I think that there our attitudes about work and remote work are somewhat rational as well. And the catalyst, in order to maybe make us act on that rationality, that catalyst was we sent everybody home for a year.
It's currently holding, which is good.
Assessed what they
This is
wanted
pushing
and what
back
they were
up.
afraid to do.
See that we can hold this area now.
Who's got it right at the moment? BlackRock get back into the office or Deutsche Bank, who are seeking to cut office space by 40%? Who's got it right?
That's the question of the day.
I think all the BlackRock revenues are going to right now. And that's going to be
I'm gonna add some more margin,
that
potentially just here.
advantage now by throwing that out there. That
Still seeing that weak
work and they want you back in the office
volume.
4 days a week.
They got this hybrid model over at Deutsche
Far
Bank,
so good.
which means you have to come to the office, or rather, you go home 3 days of home office per week, right? 2/3 of employees have registered for that hybrid work model. 2/3, which has meant they can slice office space by something like 40%.
Lisa, help me here.
Buyers are still struggling.
It all changes when labor market changes. If it doesn't get looser, then you know what? You're going to have this exact same kind of calculus.
Jim Bianco research on the debt ceiling coming up next.
Now with the latest news from New York City and around the world, here's Michael Barr.
Tom, Lisa, John, President Biden is in Japan for the G7.
Alright, 17 minutes.
President is cutting short his trip and
See what we can get. Let me have a look at the forecast.
debt ceiling negotiations. Shortly after his arrival in Hiroshima, President Biden kicked off a bilateral meeting with Japan's Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, making brief remarks at the top.
I think the quote is, we face one of the most complex environments in recent history, security environments. And I couldn't agree with you more. But I'm proud that the United States and Japan are facing it together.
The president also says they are united on Ukraine. Russia launched cruise missiles at Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, and the Odessa region early today. Officials said missiles were shot
I mean, forecasts are coming in a little bit higher.
and his wife Megan says they were trailed by their car in photographers as they left a New York City charity event Tuesday night. No one was hurt. The spokesperson for the royal couple called it a near catastrophic car chase lasting for 2 hours. Mayor Eric Adams doubted the duration.
I find it hard to believe, but we'll find out the exact duration of it. But if it's
Come on, Bitcoin. Okay, I'm gonna move my stop loss and bring it in.
It evoked memories of the 1997 car chase through Paris that killed Harry's mother, Princess Diana. In golf, round 1 of the PGA Championship takes place today at Oak Hill. Live coverage on Bloomberg Radio begins 4 p.m. right after the close of trading. Live from the Bloomberg Interactive Broker Studios, this is Global News 24 hours a day, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in over 120 countries.
Time for today's STEM tip. Okay.
Okay, there goes Bitcoin.
You know what's plastic in the ocean?
I had just a little bit of movement.
Plastic bottle. Build an awesome terrarium.
Moved a little bit.
Large plastic bottle in half and fill the base with sand, pebbles,
I'm gonna leave the stop loss where it is,
an African violet.
just because could potentially get a little bit of volatility coming in on that jobless claim figure. In terms of gold, I mean, made 1 tooth test. Nice reaction from sellers here. Should continue to come down. Move it to break even relatively soon. Once we manage to break through some of these levels. Got a little bit of support coming in now. So let's see what we can get.
You'll leave the conference with fresh intel on industry trends and the motivation to go beyond within your business and your career.
Visit insight.bnymellon.com to learn more or register. Purging
I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even here.
And they are moving.
Yields should lower globally.
From New York to San Francisco,
Headlines involving Twitter.
from London to Hong Kong. It has been a week of huge gyration. The world turns to Bloomberg for market-moving headlines.
All eyes are on what's going on.
Too much of a rebound.
Dollar really taking control here.
Bloomberg Television, the Bloomberg Business app, and Bloomberg.com. Check your local listings for the cable or satellite provider in your area.
Yeah, we're out.
Where it's a bit of food for thought for the bulls, a bit of food for thought for the bears. You know, the rate cut
Just don't like it.
yet because we in particular see US headline inflation go towards 3% in the next couple of months. So you know you've got mixed data, but data on aggregate beating expectations.
Let it do its thing.
Inflation heading lower. What more to
Let's have a look at this.
Max Ken, bullish, still bullish. The chief multi-asset strategist over at HSBC. Your market positive, just about by 0.1% on the S&P 500. Yields higher, just about by 3 basis points. Let's call it 360 now. On a 10-year, on a 2-year, you can call it almost 420. Yields are higher right now by a couple of basis points on a 2-year. Tom, 4.176%. Let's call it 10 minutes away from the jobless claims number, 13 minutes away.
We'll be watching. I don't know if the Walmart CEO's watching. I love this headline. I have no idea what it means, John. What CEO speak is this? Walmart CEO sees inflection in ROI in coming quarters.
You want me to translate that? He also says this.
It's a very nice reaction from buyers, yeah.
Stress on consumers below the surface, and I think that's the more important piece of this right
Yes, I think so.
now. The trade
And
down
also
that we are
clear.
seeing potentially from elsewhere. The fact that
Right.
the average transaction at Walmart is up, but more shoppers are coming in as well, and they're coming in from where, Lisa? And that's the trade down story.
Right. Basically, people with higher incomes going to a place with lower prices because they just can't afford what they're being charged at other establishments that we won't name, or maybe we will for the rest of the show.
You're red and green on the screen. Futures up 5. I guess that's a good idea. VIX 16.87 gives me no information. Who does give me information is James Bianco, president and founder.
It's just
of
currently building on a top.
Really collegiate effort here on economics and dovetailing it into the state we're in. And then, as John mentioned, there's the debt and the deficit. I read Heilbronner Bernstein years ago, just the Bible on all the sum of our fears here. How afeared are you of the debt debate?
Probably more aligned with Wall Street. I mean, there's two types of people when you talk about the debt debate. There's those, put it in Bloomberg terms, that Anne-Marie Horton would interview that would tell you there's a 40 or 50% chance that we're going to default. And then there's the Wall Street types that'll tell you that there's a 3 or 4% chance that we're going to default. Not probably in the 3 or 4% chance that we're actually going to see a default. We're going to see a lot of political theater. And I think what the markets heard from Speaker McCarthy the other day was that the president has appointed somebody to negotiate with him, so that means we're going to get a deal. And I think that a deal is largely expected in the market, and if there was not a deal, that would be the surprise.
So there's a market call to make as well in that. What is your market call around this story?
You mean around the debt ceiling?
Well, if you believe it's not priced, then you also believe you acknowledge to some degree there is some risk here.
There is risk.
Where do you think that risk is?
I think that risk is really in the short-term bill market, and I think that risk is potentially in the banking system. Remember that Treasury bills, Treasury securities are used as reserves. That's a fancy way of saying they're another form of money, is what they are. And if we were to default on those, we would throw the banking system into complete chaos because their reserves that they use would no longer be worth anything, at least for the day or 2 or 3 or however long we didn't pay them. That's the risk that you would face if we were to have a default. And there is a risk out there right now that if this negotiation falls apart, I don't think it will, but that is the risk. So you've got to use a fancy word, an asymmetric risk. If there's a deal, there's going to be
Sellers are starting to come in.
If there isn't a deal, we're going to have to reprice the markets then.
Where there's a problem that
Now just expect a bit of volatility here. Alright, so we could actually come and squeeze out some of these longs
Is what this is.
and then push back up.
Congressmen and senators to represent us, and if they're in their infinite wisdom decide
These sellers are still
on this debt, we'll have to figure that out.
not that strong.
functioning issue, doesn't the Fed have a role to play?
It does to some extent, but you also have to be careful that you're not undoing the will of Congress. Where does one and the other?
So let's see.
I think
about 9 minutes away from that.
This gets off the price off the table, then
Um,
focus on next.
Well, I think we go back to focusing on the banking crisis, and I think we go back
jobless
to
claim figure.
focusing on, go back to the senior loan officer survey. Do we see lending, tighten up and continue to tighten up, and do we see problems then metastasize because lending is going to
Let's see.
continue to tighten? And then I think the other one would probably be, if going with my forecast, do we see a bottom in inflation this summer? And then does the Fed come up short of their target, and does all the talk of cuts in the funds rate by the end of the year kind of go away?
Do you feel like people are exhausted by the pessimism? That they've heard the sky is falling for so long and it hasn't happened, that they're basically tuning it out and basically saying,
It's a
yeah,
bit of a reaction.
which is basically some of the messaging that I keep hearing. How much is that really kind of prevailing?
Well, I think it's prevailing quite a bit. I mean, it goes all the way back to the pandemic when we had the ultimate pessimism. We were all going to die. That was what we had for the pandemic, and then we all didn't die. So, and then we've kind of recovered
Oh, it's YOLO.
from that. So, yeah, I mean, I think that there's a lot of frustration. I'll go back to what I said earlier. The markets haven't done anything. So no one is right, no one is wrong. The optimists are still waiting for the breakout, and the pessimists are still waiting for the breakdown. And this just continues, and the frustration continues to build.
If there is no debt ceiling default, right, and we do have that sense by the next Fed meeting, and we don't really have a sense of ongoing stress that's really coming to a head in the banking system, how much of a disruptive force would the Fed be if they actually did hike rates at the June meeting?
Oh, I think they would be a hugely disruptive force if they continued to hike rates. They would exacerbate the bank walk. I mean, this is becoming the national pastime right now. Is pull out your phone and brag about your money market fund. It's no longer about a meme stock anymore. And that would just exacerbate that. And at higher rates will then definitely filter through in the economy. Count me for one that still thinks that rates matter. And that if the Fed wants to raise, I know that's a wild thought. Yeah, but if the Fed wants to raise rates, it's going to really hurt the economy.
Brett, was everybody modeling a 6% money market fund? I mean, imagine that.
We actually, I think Lindsay Piegza was talking about a 6% Fed funds rate still on the table, even though everyone's taken that off. And then
Triple over cash.
Thank you. It's worked out well. You had a 2 and 20 payout last year. This year, I don't think we're going to do it. Ralph Ankapour, you're a CMT. You and I adore Ralph Ankapour.
I know him.
He was on the show, and Ralph said October was the SPX fair market low. We're up 14% SPX off the Ankapour low. That to me is stunning. Nobody's
6 minutes.
And a lot of people missed this lift off this low, didn't they?
Yes. So we're 6 months at 14% off the low, but I would also say if you wanted to back up
What's
and
the
look
other
at
one?
the
Let's have
January
a look
high,
at.
we've only retraced half the
Stay with
losses.
me on my story. Don't give me this technical analysis stuff. Go with the story.
Yeah, the market has lifted off the low, but what I'm saying is it's still well away from the highs, and it's been meandering sideways. So I
Potentially get in on a long here.
conclusion right now in terms of the sideways. It's waiting to see what comes next.
Remember the first time you read John Maggie? This is a textbook, John, written in 1940 something. You read Maggie, and it's support and resistance. And the bottom line, John, is you can make up any story you want. So I got a story. I'm coming from the October low, and the smart guy over here is going, "No, you got to bring it back further, and it's not that glorious of a story."
Technical analysis and stock trends by John Maggie. So
My favourite story right now, allow me to share it with you. I can find this bill in Washington, D.C. The No Pay for Congress During Default or Shutdown Act. Do you like that? Doesn't that sound great? Awesome.
Who's the sponsor?
The sponsor, represents
We get a few speeches later on today as well from the Fed.
Republican, Pennsylvania.
But apart from that, not much else. Get existing home sales. It's nothing too insane. The big ones coming out, obviously, it's the jobless claims. In 5 minutes, and that's your big one for today. And then we get the New York opening bell, followed an hour after.
political points in holding the U.S.'s future.
Tomorrow we get Jerome Powell speaking.
we should go with when we hit the debt ceiling and retro.
So we could get a little bit of movement tomorrow.
All along, just pay them in T-bills.
What else do we get? That's about it, really.
January 1st T-bills and January
There's
8th
not.
T-bills.
Got German PPI in the morning.
Eurozone debt crisis, they should have been paid in BTPs and Greek.
Yeah.
Pay the German politicians in Greek debt.
So let's see.
Important message. Spanberger's ex-CIA, and she won her primary
Very weak volume.
For over 2 decades, through its national network of banking teams and offices, Bridge Bank, a division of Western Alliance Bank, member FDIC. Bridge Bank.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Your business landscape is ever changing at 50.
All right, 2 minutes.
Ours is too.
Just getting some headlines like this, audience.
We also have to let you know that how much the financial assets take.
Something else in common.
Small cap continues.
What's up, man?
We seek out the latest business news wherever we are.
With deep drop in Asian equities overnight.
U.S. futures also pointing to the downside.
Bloomberg Radio, the Bloomberg Business app, and BloombergRadio.com. Bloomberg, the world is listening.
Adopt US Kids presents What to Expect When You're Expecting a Teenager. Learning the lingo.
Jelly. Jelly is a shorter, better way to say jealous. As in, Chloe, I am like so jelly of your unicorn phone case.
You don't have to speak teen to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Right, yeah, so for those that are just joining us, we've taken a long here on Bitcoin, okay, tight stop, seeing whether we can make a nice break through this area, push all the way up to the next area of resistance around 28k, nice round number to take our profit on. It's just beneath kind of this previous structure on where we got CPI come out. So yeah, let's see what we can get. Still, I mean, by all means, we could still get a bit of a pullback. So I mean, we'll see how things kind of play out. Likely to make a move in a minute's time when we get US jobless claims coming out. So we'll see. It's to be expected, a bit of volatility, right, and then make its move. Unless we get a shocking figure, and then yeah, I'm going to get a strong move in either direction, right?
If I could be you. And you could be me for just 1 hour.
You can find a way
To get inside.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
walk a mile in my
Let's see.
walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. We've all felt left out. And for some,
Walk a mile in my shoes. Okay, what did it come out as?
learn how it belongsingbegins.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Bloomberg surveillance, we say good morning.
Alright, so jobless claims are out, 1799. It's not an insane figure. So let's see which way it could go. See how markets want to take that.
Economic data. There is existing home sales at 10 o'clock. But before that, the Philadelphia Fed Business Outlook, top of McKee's list. Forget about it. Claims first.
Well, it would be great if claims would come out. Here we go. 242,000, which is down from the originally
245 yeah.
64,000. We'll get the revision in just a moment, but definitely going in the opposite direction. Now, remember last week we had a big jump in claims, and then it was reported that a lot of that came from fraud in unemployment insurance filings in Massachusetts. So that may have gone away, and that may have accounted for this big drop during the month.
Let's see how we kind of hold. It's still kind of holding onto a trend line, so coming up to that area of resistance. So we've got to give it a little bit of time. As mentioned, start pushing up here, building up on the top, and then making a move back down throughout the day. We should see a little bit of movement on Bitcoin. What's happened with things elsewhere? Okay, yeah, so gold's made its move.
For ISM, but now it looks like the Philadelphia Fed is going in the other direction now. What everybody wants
Yeah, gold's made its move to the downside. Yeah.
Prices received at a -7.
Would have hit our take profit 1970.
So it looks like people paying
Right.
for materials and not at this point getting that back. And finally, the employment index -8.
Down, down, down.
-2 tenths. So it looks like the employment situation deteriorated a little bit in the Philadelphia.
Well,
I mean, we could come down heavily, man.
it was an eventful week to say the least, and congratulations on talking to, was it 32 Fed speakers you talked to?
Something like that.
Do, do, do,
What's
do.
that all going to say to you?
I know you've got Ellen coming on. I was told by Seth Carpenter, the
Yeah.
co-head of
Carpenter gets a golf trip sent.
yeah, and
Yeah.
he said to say hello to her and thank you for the advice about the sunscreen.
Very good. Oh, okay. 4.20, Lisa. We got to look at the yield up 5 basis points, and to go from 386, 387 over the last couple of days up to a much higher 2-year yield speaks volumes.
We were looking for unemployment claims to keep rising. They are going in the opposite direction. Is this enough for the Fed to hike further? And that's what I think the market is playing with. And not only that, but how much does this keep them from cutting rates? And you can see that in the Fed funds futures.
Right.
It's now the idea of just sort of creeping higher. The idea that perhaps there's a greater probability that the Fed will remain on hold.
Well, the piercing marks of the era.
Big red day for
Before they were
gold.
transitory, and one
Let's see
man
whether we can get anything else.
Stanley said, I'm wrong, maybe it's not transitory, it's something new and different. Ellen Zentner joins us now, quarters on from a transitory economics. And Ellen, in your note today, you are framing out a new job economy. We are in a
Yeah, we are at
200,000 run rate,
resistance.
and you have a stunning observation.
Okay, right, perfect. We're gonna stick with our long here on Bitcoin. Still got a little bit of room to come down to. Could come down here and hold and then push back up. Got to give it a little bit of time for the markets to react. Dollar index is making a slight pushback up, coming to its resistance. Well, it's just come into it. So, ideally, what we want to be looking for is somewhat of a top being built here, giving the green light for Bitcoin to continue pushing up higher. So, just got to stay patient here and kind of analyze the situation as it develops. But yeah, apart from that, that's it. We're going to leave it here. We'll continue watching the charts, obviously, over the New York opening bell in about an hour's time. So those with us will keep you updated on the trades and any new ones that'll be open. Okay. But yeah, everyone that joined, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you potentially tomorrow. Yeah.